Hello, welcome to my home, what we call Casa Avilewster. This house was built in 1905, so over 100 years ago. Probably built by a farming family. So, what I want to show you first is this white sage we planted to welcome all those who would visit us with the beauty of native plants. Also, it's a reminder to us of the native people of this land who came before us. You can probably guess what this tree is. Yep, it's an apple. All of this was lawn when we got here, except these roses. Then we planted this persimmon, which will give us fruit in the fall. And that is our bath water, or what we call gray water. And this beautiful tree, planted only 3 years ago, is an arroyo willow, one of our local natives. Along with the willow, we've planted our whole front yard in native plants to make habitat for birds, bees, butterflies. There's our sycamore tree. Walking up the driveway, you'll see our jasmine. Our jasmine has become home to these little birds, the western mockingbird. As we continue up, you'll see our neighbor's house. That's our Christmas tree from 3 years ago. Our grapevines, the redwood tree, and as you can see, lots of wildflowers. Over here is where my mother lives. This is her garden. You'll see that the plants around our house are all planted together in community. The native plants, the fruiting trees, the apple, the flowers. They're all part of an ecosystem that feeds us and everything around us. And down here, you'll see how the apple tree gets its water. Out of this spigot comes laundry water from our neighbor's house. That's how the apple gets watered. In the back, you can see the mountains. And here's where our vegetable garden starts. You see those tall yellow flowers? Those are called mullein. They're good for the bees collecting nectar. They're also good for medicine. You can take the flowers, the roots, or the leaves, and you can make medicine that's good for breathing. If you have a cough or a sore throat. There's our mulberry tree. And over here, a compost squash. This is a squash that started in our compost bin. There's our compost. So, it looks like outside right now it's about 85 degrees. It's pretty warm. How warm do you think it is in the compost? 100? 130 degrees. 130 degrees is pretty warm. How are you? You good?
How are you?
Good.
How are you?
That's our next door neighbor.
Shady over there.
Yeah.
There's our baby duck. You might remember our duckling from previous videos. There's our older duck, feeding with some of the chickens. And here's our chicken coop. Let's take a look inside. There's the branches where they roost. And the nesting box. Hello. Is that an egg? Let's take a look. That's not an egg, it's a squash. This is milkweed. It's important for monarch butterflies. We like to keep lots of things blooming in our garden because without the pollination of the bees and the butterflies, we wouldn't get any vegetables. No fruit. And what we also get are bees. And bees mean honey. And we love honey. Hello, bees. Here we have what we call the Three Sisters garden. Corn, squash, and beans. There's our avocado next to our berry patch. Here you can see our strawberries mixed in with the cilantro, which is going to flower and seed, which we'll use later. Our raspberry and our peach tree. Now this peach tree has peaches and nectarines on the same tree. Can you guess what this one is? I'll give you a hint. It comes from the Mediterranean and it fruits in the fall with almost no added water. Yep, it's pomegranate. So that's all for our tour today. But take a look around your own home, around your own neighborhood. Where can you make a garden happen? Are there others that can help? So thanks for joining us at Casa Avilewster.